Checking I pressed the right button. Checking I'm making sound. Yeah. I'm doing a great job. Let's go down a little bit. Whip. Okay. Had a bit of a not a roller coaster, just a last minute. Changed my mind about what I wanted to do this evening. Excuse me. Let me turn this off.
Battery 100%.
That's not off. Off.
Battery 100%. Connected to.
No.
3-4 error kill humans.
Oh my god. Sorry, the light was flashing and that was really annoying me. I couldn't possibly have just let that happen. Right, so yes, what I was going to do was take another run at doing textural cinematic templates because Contact has started behaving itself, by which I mean I reinstalled Contact. And actually, while we're here, I'm just going to double check that. These are all things I could have done off screen, but you're just going to experience them with me. So I know that this works for next time. Yeah, okay, amazing. So previously it wouldn't do this. Amazing. But I also decided not to do that. So I ran into loads of trouble when I tried to do the textural template stream last week or the week before, can't remember, because Contact wouldn't load. And that was really distracting because things weren't working how I was expecting them to. So I really feel like I can take another run at that particular that particular idea. But I was watching a lecture earlier about monetizing creative endeavors, and it got me thinking about some of the different things I could be doing, and I couldn't get out of my head the idea of sample packs. And funnily enough, I was working on this track, which I will play you because I put it on screen anyway. And the fact is that it might actually, if I put it on YouTube as a video, it might not work because of all the samples I use. But if I do this, at least you'll get to hear it. I don't know. Still might get taken down. I rendered this out and I was going to upload it to SoundCloud. And then I realized I was out of space on SoundCloud. Don't worry, this is all tangentially related. It's fine. I'm just a really good storyteller. So I went through some of the older SoundCloud stuff to delete, and I realized I've got a crap load of samples that I've made over the years. I didn't do anything other than put them on SoundCloud because I figured people would get them off SoundCloud, when really that's not... I don't know. I wouldn't go to SoundCloud for samples. I think, like, YouTubers especially using BandCamp to do it, to upload samples, because then you can put them up for pay what you like download, which is, I think, a genius model. So that is what we're going to do. Was that coherent? No. I'm going to play this track, and then we're going to go through SoundCloud and look at some of the old samples, and then I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we can track down those old sample packs, those old project files, and then bounce them out and just make sure they're at like a good level and they're appropriate to be uploaded as samples. And then I guess we're going to make a BandCamp for samples, and you guys can just help yourself. I'm going to play you this. This is a sort of a remix of Kick It by a Tribe Called Quest, and it features some Simpsons because of course it does. And it heavily features the Lou Reed bass line from the original, and there's also vocals from a archive film because that's something I like doing. So I'm going to play that as I tug on some cables over here, but it's fine. Enjoy.
Can I kick it? Yeah! Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
There.
Can I kick it?
Oh, yeah!
Can I kick it?
Did anyone else hear that appalling noise? Let's try that again.
Can I kick it?
Yeah!
Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Can I
Okay. That's interesting. The hell is doing that? That's not the right sample. What the hell? Okay, Cubase is freaking out for some reason. I don't know what we did. Maybe this is the universe telling me to not listen to that track. No, we're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. I just need to wait very patiently whilst Cubase closes. I genuinely believe I'm cursed. Let's open it up again. Where did I put it? Music projects, remixes. Let's try that again. What a great day for failure. I love failure. I'm really good at it. I'm going to unplug that because I'm not going to use that keyboard. Got the using the beat step as a keyboard because my keyboard doesn't work and the beat step doesn't function as a lighting controller, so it's now my keyboard. Right, let's just have a listen to this.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Like third time's the charm, innit? Here we go.
Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Oh yeah. Can I kick it?
Modern life is getting a lot of us down. Maybe we're just getting soft. No matter what you try to do, your muscles start to tighten. If you try to relax, the very attempt results in tension-building effort. Science must have some answer to a problem as important as this. Just can't take it. Tension-building effort. Just can't take it.
Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Oh yeah. Can I kick it? 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 Oh yeah.
Here's another victim of the modern age. Worn to a frazzle by the day's problems, he battles it out with the pillow all night long. What he needs is the new cutaway pillow, which curves around the neck and positively will not bunch around the shoulders. He's finished with pillow pummeling forever. Comfort, relaxation, and sleep. Comfort, relaxation, and sleep.
Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Hey baby. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Yeah. Can I kick it? Oh yeah.
We got through it, didn't we? It's fine. I'm pretty happy with that one, to be honest. It's I feel like it's basically complete, but it's way minimal compared to like any other music project I've done. Like I normally have like layers and layers and layers and layers, but this is literally just like the original Lou Reed bass line chopped up, that one phrase, everything comes from that one phrase, and then a really simple drum pattern actually. The voiceover from that archive film, and that's the little thing you hear at the end. It's like the opening fanfare, the opening theme, and then there's just the an a cappella sample from a Tribe Called Quest.
Can I kick it?
And then I think that's the a cappella for some remix, but that's the only a cappella I could find, and then the original track.
Can I kick it?
But then I've taken out a lot of the lower end and kind of cleaned it up so it's mostly vocal, and then there's just the two Simpsons.
Yes. Yes.
Which is silly. And now I can't hear the original track without hearing the whoever that character is in the background. Yes. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm going to close this project. Let's have a scroll through the old SoundCloud. So most of this, let's have a refresh because these clearly haven't loaded properly. So you can see, like, I don't have great numbers on SoundCloud. I don't really use it. I just sort of store stuff there, and then I use it a lot for client work. So actually, if we scroll down, I've got my album from last year, which is actually 2 years ago, whatever. And then 3 years ago, possibly 4 actually. Yeah, you can see I've got some janky guitar samples, which have got 1 or 2 downloads each. But these are actually quite cool. Let me play you a few. That one's got a bit of fuzz at the high end, hasn't it? So you get the idea. So that collection comes from... what did I do? I think I got my acoustic guitar, and I think I tuned all the strings to be the same pitch, except there might have been a couple of fifths in there, because my tuning by ear is not amazing. So I think that's all those are. But there's a little bit of hiss in some of them, isn't it? So let's maybe see if we can find the original project file. Now, my first drive, I've got 2 drives, Plumbus 1 and Plumbus 2. Plumbus 1, oh, well, there is a folder here called Disword Sound Designs. I was going to say it's like this whole big mess, but actually... Oh, this is pretty good. Janky guitar. Well, this is good. Oh, and there's a shortcut to the actual thing. Okay, amazing. So... I'm gonna copy paste samples 2020 and open that, because this would have been created in an earlier version of Cubase. So I'm just making a new one. As you can see, I made this in 2015. Ooh, what was that message? Oh no. Okay, you need... Why was I using... Oh, interesting. Let's see how we do without the missing files. Possibly horribly. What have we got? Okay, so it's not too bad. We can just hear, obviously, there's a bit of a hiss at the high end there. So let's try and work out which mic that is. Probably that one. That one's alright. That one's got a tiny bit, but it's hard to tell if it's not just the room I'm in now. No, I'm pretty sure it's that one, so let's mute that one for a second. But then it feels like that adds a lot of character. Yeah. So, let's do a few things. Okay, we've got a send there. I'm going to separate those slightly. Okay, I see what I've done. 17 on that side, and then 17 on that side. Just because I feel like it needs a bit more space. And that achieves that. Let's open up this particular one. Maybe set it to... Oh, where's my transport gone? There you are. Set it to repeat or loop, whatever. Okay. Is it that? interesting. No, there's still a hiss there. Just trying to work out what I can get away with. That feels like it fixes it. And I'm also going to get rid of a lot of this low-end rumble. Because you see our lowest fundamental is here. We don't actually need anything lower than that. And in fact, it just sort of clutters up the place. So I'm going to do that to these other tracks because that's something I've learned relatively recently. And this one as well. And this is why I'm glad I'm sort of coming back to these, because actually I know a bit more now than I used to. And that's the last one. It's got quite a lot of low end there, hasn't it? Still got a bit of high end. What happens if, rather than the EQ, I wonder if the isotope plugins can fix that for us. Hum? It's not really a hum, it's more of a noise. Let's repeat this little section. It's really hard to tell. That doesn't do anything. Let's try the dialogue denoise. Screw it. So it's not really from there. It sounds like it's from here. Or is it? Oh, hang on, where was I adding that? I was adding it to the wrong channel, guys. Dum. Right. Let's put it here, the actual channel we're using, maybe. Dialogue denoise. Oh, that's better, isn't it? That still feels like it's got it a bit, so if we reduce that, because we're not really operating in that area. Okay, so what if... Let's also have more of a fade. Oh, we've got quite a lot of fade. Okay, that's cool. I am going to... where is the input output? I'm going to put that to the top because it's easier to see. I'm going to put on here. Where's it gone? Dynamics maximizer. Just to make sure it comes out at a nice volume level. Oh, there you are. Master bus, but dynamics are cool, is a nice preset for that. You can put that at 0. Still got a little bit of fuzz there, haven't we? And it only really seems to be with this, so let's not bother with that one. Because these are all sending to it. What's it doing? It's... Oh, that's just... Yeah, that's stuff for acoustic guitar, which I guess it is acoustic guitar, but you don't want to process it too much, I don't think. So what if without that? I'm going to listen again, but turn my mic off so I don't get background noise from where I am. Now that's good. Okay, so we'll call this... What pitch is that? I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to call this... I'm going to make a folder. 2020 samples. I am going to grab my guitar, which I really hope is in standard tuning, and we're going to try and work out what key this is. Yeah, F sharp. So let's put a little notepad document in here. Info. New mixes for the, I'm going to say previously released janky guitar pack. Slightly more stereo. Gonna make some notes. Less high-end noise. Generally nicer. I don't know. Better level, which I guess is true. So we'll go 48 kilohertz, and then I don't know what bit rate. We go. Oops. Come back. File. Export. Audio mix down. Let's say 24-bit. 24-bit. And let's go. Come on, load or save, whatever it is you're doing. You can do it. Use project folder, but not quite. That's not the project folder. I want you to be in here. Save, and this is going to be F sharp hit 1, I guess. Anything else? Stereo is what we want. Oh, is it? What kind of upload is it to BandCamp? Upload format BandCamp. We make it easy. You upload a single lossless file, WAV, AF, or FLAC. Okay, amazing. We can go WAV. F sharp hit number 1. Boom. Outstanding. Okay, so next one. So we're just going to do the same thing, except we won't have to do quite so much finagling for each of them. Maybe just make them slightly shorter, just because that's a good thing. Number 2. That's a nice one. Okay, so that's fine. Ooh, it's struggling a little bit. Perhaps because this is an older and fuller drive. I don't know if it is fuller. It's probably less full, if anything. Number 3. again, bring that over, bring these over a bit, and on a bit more. Oh, I like that one because it's out of tune. Or it just sounds a bit out of tune. Perhaps I'll do a couple more and then we'll, as we do them, we'll export some, or we'll look at doing the BandCamp page. That was quite far over already. So is that, so are they. That's a fun one. Come on, you can do it. Okay. So BandCamp. Here we go. I do have a BandCamp. Let's have a look. I don't really want to... Do I put it in the same place? I don't know. Maybe... Because at the moment everything on there is Blue Alatar, and that's fine, but Blue Alatar is a very specific band. Is there the option to create a new band with the same account? I'm going to guess no. Do I really want to make a new account? I guess so. I don't know, man. Maybe I do just make a new... So if I go to make an album, yeah, it comes up as Blue Alatar. Okay, so... oh, that's going to be a pain. Let's... Before I do that, let's maybe export a couple and have a think about my options. So I could call it LTGuitarist Samples. That seems a bit uninspired of a name. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I was trying to use the Diswald Sound Designs because that was closely related to my previous artist name, which I don't use anymore. I mean, they're not unrelated to Blue Alatar. It's just that Blue Alatar's... I don't want to confuse a band with a set of samples, you know? Although it would be easier to manage, I guess, in terms of like, I don't have to have several apps open, or I don't have to have several logins for the same app. I can just have one app open. There might not be a right answer. I hate when there's not a right answer. 5, 6. Do that. So what do I call it if I do go for a new one? LTGuitarist Sample Drop. That's quite a nice plain one. I want to look up a guy called Mason. Because by pure coincidence... This dude is dope. I was watching some of his stuff this morning. Really, really dope. But I didn't realize he was doing sample packs as well through BandCamp. And it's just weird how, like, that was a thing I came across this morning by coincidence. So naturally I'm thinking about sample packs all day. So... He just calls this Mason Samples, which makes perfect sense. And he just has albums which are like huge. 91 tracks. That's amazing. So I highly recommend you find him. Okay, so if I need to make a new account then, don't I? Let's put in email address number 2. If I can remember it. No. Because I haven't made an account. That would make sense. Or do I do it as Odd Creative? That's going to be the way to do it, isn't it? Odd Creative. Odd Creative is my company. Which I sometimes forget I have. That's not true. So yeah, why don't I just... I didn't export this one, did I? Why don't I just do it as that? Because then that's the smart thing to do, surely. Okay, so... bandcamp.com. And let's sign up as Odd Creative. Export audio mix down. Number 7. Once it's done, I'm going to check that it is number 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Amazing, we can all count. Welcome to the future. Ooh. Got a bit of pitchiness there. Which one's that coming from? Okay, it's a little bit that one and a tiny bit that one. So we're going to go... Let's use the studio EQ first. I think you can sort of see it there. Nah. So let's do the same thing. We'll use the dialogue denoise, even though we're not using dialogue. That's fine. No one's going to know. If I can just find the damn thing, that'd be amazing. Other dialogue denoise. Try and find the threshold. Okay, that's a bit better, isn't it? Okay. I imagine that's one where I had to boost the gain quite a bit. I keep accidentally saving because it's the right thing to do. So if we reduce that a bit, that gets rid of a little bit of the gaininess. So let's call that F sharp harmonic number 1. I don't know how many there will be. And then what's this? Ah, another harmonic. So again, I think that's a bit gainy. Cool. Export harmonic 2. Fantastic. I'm going to recolor them as well, because they're clearly a different thing to the hit. So we're just going to go a slightly different green there. And then we've got a few other ones here. So what are these? Are these really short? Amazing. So let's put that there. And that other one was a different pitch, wasn't it? That's an F sharp again. F sharp short 1. I need to sign in with my email and with BandCamp. That's short. That's a different pitch. And those 3 are different ones as well. Okay, fine. Let's just Shove you there and shove you there. Good. Short 2. Sign up as... Do you want to be an artist or a label? Oh, interesting. If I sign up as a label, can I upload? BandCamp, can I upload as a label? We're learning lots today, hopefully. Let's go to the FAQ. It doesn't actually tell us. Okay, so it costs money. So let's not do that. Let's pretend that was never what we wanted to do. Next one. Short 3. Sign up now, BandCamp. Odd creative sample drop. I'm just going to call it odd creative sample drop. What's my email? Pretty sure it's that. Let's find out. I absolutely agree to the terms. I love the terms. Let's work out these pitches. Exactly the same method as before. Welcome to BandCamp. Oh. Sorry, good news always comes when I'm doing other things, and I'm really bad at not reading it. So that's G sharp in it. Yep. I hope. G sharp short. There's only one G sharp short, really, isn't there? G sharp short. Yep. Go away. What's this one then? That's a B, I believe. B short. They're slightly pitchy because, like, the I didn't change any of the strings on the guitar. I just literally tuned them all down a whole bunch, so they don't. The intonation's a bit crummy. D sharp. D sharp. Cool. Right, what are the rest of these? So why is that different to these? Oh, because it's a different chord, isn't it? Is that G sharp? D sharp long. Are these all like that? No. Okay. D sharp long. Whip. Cool. So what are these then? What do I call that? Is that a D? I think that's an A. Not really sure. Where's Mango Flush when I need him? Let's see if I can summon him. I'm streaming and need some pitch help. You're around. Let's see what he does. So I'm going to colour this, because that's the one I can't work out. So how is that different to these? Don't know. What did I call those? Would I just call them long, or did I call them hit? I don't remember. I called them hits. Oh, because they're not really hits, are they? They're just... I guess it's more of a strum. Okay, we'll call them strum. One of them's a bit... Or maybe it's just the combination of all of them. I think maybe they were quieter, so we'll just reduce the gain a bit. That'll do. F sharp strum. Oh no, hang on. B strum. Are these not Bs then? It's tricky. Pretty sure that one's a B. B strum 1. Export. It's going to be a great advert for me as a musician, not really being clear on what the pitches are. Cool. Oops. I accidentally hit save again. Such a good habit to be in, though, isn't it? I don't love that I'm being punished for that. B strum 2. Not 21. Although we might have that many. I just want to listen to these again, because they're... Because I think in reality there's F sharps and Bs in there, but it's kind of hard to discern between the two. So I need to put that in the notes maybe. Be aware the guitar was... These strings were never meant to play the pitches they're tuned to. as such, the intonation is slightly off in places, but I happen to like that. Additionally, the some of the B's, how do I say this? Additionally, there's moments where the B's feel more like F sharps and vice versa. Welcome to the world of trying not to think about it too much. Let's say try not to worry about it. I also misspelled think. Welcome to the world of trying not to worry about it. That's like my big driving force at the moment is like, actually, if it sounds good, just don't stress about it. Like, you don't need to know the names for all the things you're trying to do. You just need to know if it sounds any good. I nearly broke a cable just there. It's fine. Okay, so what are some of these? Ooh. So these were clearly not edited. I'm just going to call that. I'm just going to call that jank. Jank number 1. Jank number 1 is a good band name. It's not. Don't call your band that. Jank number 1. Don't love those, so I'm just going to use this one, I think. Jank number 2. Maybe Jank number 2 is a good band name. Didn't love those. Those are fun. Okay, so let's use those. Short jank, I guess. Oops. Let's reduce the gain a bit so they're not so fuzzy. Short jank number 1. Short jank. That would be a good band name. Quite like that one, actually. As in the sound, not the band name. Band name's silly. Don't listen to me about band names. I think everything's a good band name. Short jank 2. So we're not going to have quite anything. We're not going to have anything quite like 100 or 90 tracks, but we are going to have quite a few. Cool. Short jank 3. And maybe we'll... Is this going to be all of them? Oh, there's a few over here. Okay, so what do we got here? Ah, that's cool. So that's cool because I've clearly made it like layers. There's like a really fun effect that goes on there. Which one's that goes on for a bit? I think we need to fade that a bit more. Layered jank number 1. And then what do we got here? So those are just elements of the different hits, but combined. Cool, so we'll go layered hits number 1. So this is the bit where I guess I was being a little more creative and sound designy. Ooh. That's quite horrid. I love it. Audio mix down, layered hit 2. And then layered hit 3. Ooh, what's going on here? Oh, that's weird. Why is it doing that? I love the little bit of rattle you get in some of them. Layered hit 3. Oh, it keeps going. Layered hit 4. Isn't it cool when you do all the work years ago? And then one more here. What's this? Ooh. Let's call that layered versed hit. I mean, one of them. Cool, so that is this many samples. 29 samples. Okay, that's cool. Let it save. I don't want to do too much more on the same project file because I know there's other ones around. Let's maybe have a look at what some of the other ones are. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's upload some of the ones we have then. I'm all over the place today, guys. Where's BandCamp gone? BandCamp. Oh, it's this one. My bad. BandCamp. Yeah, remember my stuff. Genre. Oh boy. That's tricky. Soundtrack. Experimental. Oof. I guess soundtrack, but I don't know. Cinematic samples. Free samples, I guess. Royalty-free samples. Sound design as well. Sound design. Design. Amazing. Location, Cambridge, UK. Next. Let's just say oddcreative.bandcamp.com. Hooray. Add an album. Add track. Can I just select multiple? That'd be really helpful if I could select multiple. All of these, obviously, without the info. Oh, I gotta do it one at a time. Pain in my butt. Okay. Add track. This is gonna take so long, and you guys are gonna have to watch. Can I not just? You've got to play for the pro. Typical. Can I reorder after? I can reorder after. Okay, that's fine. D sharp short. D sharp strum, F sharp harmonic 1. This is really annoying. F sharp harmonic 2. Okay, whilst this all happens, I'm going to copy the info about, can I not put album information? I can put album information. Samples rendered at 48 kilohertz, 24 bits. Put that at the bottom. What can I say about this? Sound design elements, I guess, created by tuning all strings of an acoustic guitar to B, regardless of the string density. At least I thought they were all B. I'm pretty sure some F sharps snuck in there too. This creates a spooky and very metallic sound. Metallic snuck? Snuck is a word. Snuck is absolutely a word. This creates a spooky and very metallic sound, perfect for many sound design, for many cinematic applications. Feel free to download for your cinematic or original music projects. I call it sound design projects. Paying whatever you think is fair. It would be polite to credit Liam Taylor somewhere. Credit Liam Taylor as the I don't know, as additional composer. Put something really specific in there, like sample coordinator, sample creator. Don't really know what to call that. Let's just say guitarist on the score. As guitarist, it would be polite. I like saying it would be polite to, because if you then don't do that, you really are an unpleasant person. Okay. F sharp hit 2, F sharp hit 3. I might need a bathroom break because I've had too many cans of Pepsi Max. Yeah, let's do that now. I will be right back, I swear. Okay, do you like it how the Be Right Back plate includes, I've probably gone to the toilet. Number 5. Are we nearly there? We're not really nearly there. Oh, we're nearly halfway. Number 6. So perhaps while that's doing, Plumbus part. Oh yeah, there it is. Janky guitar thing. What are these other projects? 7. So Stupid and Fun. Oh, okay. That was the llamas with hats. For some reason I was sampling that, and this is me going toot with my mouth, which didn't really work as well. Okay. There's a Twitch channel art, apparently. Auto harp. Oh no, that didn't work. Interesting. So I'll need to find that sampling project. So these all appear to be the I was going to say they all appear to be the video project files, but apparently not. There's some videos. Audio finished. That's cool. So that's from a cymbal, which a crash cymbal, which has a giant break in it. F sharp, short 1. F sharp, short 2. F sharp, short 3, and then G sharp, short. And then we can put B short as well down there, can't we? And then jank 1. I'm going to maybe put the janks as the top ones, like the layered hits or something, because I think those are the really appealing sounds. I've lost it. Where's it gone? Layered hits 1. Okay, so we've got a few samples in there. What I'd really like to find is the auto harp project. So let's maybe have a look at auto harp. Oh, it's here. Okay, well that's great. So I didn't get many stems out of that, but that's fine. Layered hit 1, layered hit 2. I'm going to finish this because we're nearly there. At least I think we are. Layered hit 3. So let's open up sampling 1. Sampling 1 or sound design 1? I suppose we can actually just listen to the finished samples, and if they're okay. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's dope. And what about this one? Not sure about the pitch upwards there. And actually that shouldn't have all of that after it. It should just be the whip and that'll be it. That's very cool. I love it. Okay, so actually between all of those, we've got some good stuff. So let's do a 2020 samples or 2020 sample pack. So these, we didn't want the stinger, and we wanted all of them. I'm going to call this, Ambient Bed 1, and then Ambient Bed 2. What do I call that? Sound cluster? I don't know. Sound cluster 1. I don't have better words. Cool. So that's an auto harp. I don't know if you know an auto harp. It's like a regular harp, but an auto harp has buttons to press down the strings. And it's a very, very broken one, which is exactly why I got it. I love broken stuff. Layered hits 4. So that's cool. Let's open up another folder with that. See if there's any other ones of those. So let's maybe see if we can make another stinger. Sound design 1 will probably be the one. I should have... I'll save it as a different one. A different version. So these layered hits, I think I want at the top to like show off the project. Layered hit 4. You can do it. Let's just do these last few. Ooh. Come on. Oh, I can just scroll with the mouse wheel. That's good. Layered hit 3. And then, what was this? A layered jank. Layered hit 4, layered jank 1. Add, what was that? Layered jank 1, layered reversed hit. So I think all the layered stuff I'm going to put near the top. Layered reversed hit, short jank. Put you at the top. Short jank 1, short jank 2, and short jank 3. Amazing. Short jank 3. Short jank 3 sounds like a really good band name, doesn't it? Right, what have we got here? Let's say save as 2020. The year that was. Oh, so is this the riser? So actually, I don't think we want these at all. I think we just want this and this. But the pitch rise here, I feel like it's a bit too much. So do we have those other hits? Are they somewhere else? Hit 1 and hit 2. So that's hit 1. And then hit 2. Is that one? Okay, so put those in there. Let's do a few things to them. This one's obviously longer, so I think we're just going to time that down a bit. Whoa, that was not a good noise. Sorry for your ears. It's probably louder for me. Okay, that's super peaky. So what do we want to do instead? I guess, because we're never really supposed to reach that hit, are we? So let's go process reverse. No, let's do something else. I don't want it all the way there. I just want it some of the way over that side. Same for you. Because that's got quite a lot of reverb on it, which is quite nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce that. I'm also going to look at sending it to there, which it doesn't have to. So we'll turn that off for the moment. Same for you. Equalizer. Because again, we want to avoid all of that low end crap. Same for you. There we go. Much better. So we're going to export. Should we do a little bit of a pitch? Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a pitch shift. So actually for this one, what we want to do is we want to envelope it upwards here by a bit. Not loads, just kind of a bit. Yeah, just enough to be off-putting. Let's go use project folder, hit bounce 1. We want to insert it into the pool. Yes. That's number 1. And we'll do the same thing for the other one over here, the underneath one. We're going to go processes, pitch shift, and we're just going to do it a tiny bit more. Amazing, really subtle. Good stuff. Hit bounce 2. Amazing. So now we want to see how long these actually are. They're only really that long, aren't they? They just sort of finished there, so that's grand. We want to process reverse. Oh yeah, and then we want to shove them up here. We're gonna solo these, and let's listen to these together. Ooh. Very cool. I'm gonna make it a tiny bit shorter there. I'm gonna go there. And we are going to send this to our effects channel. Send effects 1. Send effects 1. Have another listen. Ooh. Is that a nice delay there? So we want that mixed all the way, really, don't we? That's awesome. What we're going to do is flatten that a tiny bit. So we're going to export that by itself as... Actually, I'm going to add a tiny bit of reverb on these individual ones as well. We're just going to go Roomworks. Oh, I don't know. Short plate reverb. Something really basic. With like no pre-delay. Maybe like 95. Cool. And then a very similar, but not exactly the same setting for this one. Again, we're making them a little bit different because it gives it a like greater sense of variety, greater sense of width, and is a bit weird. All of which are things I support. Cool. And then with the effects channel, cool. Although maybe I don't like the pre-delay there. Let's try wormhole. Let's try boiler room. I don't know. It's tricky. Because maybe I just want the sound to end. Yeah, so actually that by itself is kind of fine. I'm going to do the normal thing of EQ just to kill some of the low. The very, very extreme lows there. And 2... What's the other thing? Maximizer, but then the dynamics are cool setting. Oh, it feels a bit... Turn it down a little bit. Because you can sort of hear the pumping a bit. Yeah, like there. So maybe we need to reduce amplitude a bit again. Okay, that's good. So we'll call that a riser. Export audio mix down. I'll stick it on the desktop so I don't have to think about it too much. Desktop riser. Do I need to call them? Yeah, I'll call them auto harp riser 1. No, we don't want to import it. No, we don't want it mono. Good job. So we're also going to alter these ever so slightly, just so that it's not exactly the same effect used in each version, if that makes sense, because this is going to be the riser with the hit. So I'm going to do that and that, make them a bit shorter, and we're going to invert the... Oh, bugger, no, we're not. Process stereo flip. Yeah, amazing. And process stereo flip. You can do it. Amazing. Just for a bit of variety. And again, we're going to just play with some of these just so they're ever so slightly different. Like, no one's ever going to notice how different these are. But that's fine. It's not for them, it's for us. And then we're going to add in the actual hit itself. Which is going to be here. And we're going to reduce that quite a lot. And let's hear them together. Grand. That's good. So I think we want more... Do we want the... Okay. Replica maybe. Now let's instead have that as a few milliseconds. Ooh, that's pretty janky. I like that. Let's also maybe Octava to give it like a bit of a bassier boost. Bassier boost. I don't know. Let's try it. Maybe not. Yeah, just a little bit. And then is that going to that? It is. So we'll put these down. And that one up a bit maybe. And also those have got their own delay, don't they? So we'll maybe get rid of the replica and we'll put in, I don't know, reverence. Far away. Let's do 20% maybe. Let's let it fade out. And then we'll do volume down here just to get rid of the reverb tail. Amazing. Cool. So file, that would be auto harp, rise and hit. Export. Jolly good. So this one might be a really short sample pack, but that's fine. That's allowed. What are some of these other ones? I think we've done that one already, haven't we? Yeah, that's all the risers and stuff. Oh, yeah, because I put the volume down like an idiot. That's quite cool. Nifty. I'm going to assume that's all fine. Let's maybe do another ambient bed with this one. Oh, it didn't load. Okay, let's not bother then. Whatever. So we can close out of auto harp. 2020 sample pack. Cool. Okay, so that's a little one. Just need to add the word. So I don't need to add the word to all of them, do I? That's fine. So that's a shorter pack there. Can I save an album and then come back later? That'd be really handy if I could. What do I call it? Acoustic. I'm going to call it acoustic jank because I don't have a better word for the moment. And let's go. Can I save draft? Yeah, I can. No, I can't. Okay. How long has this stream been going for? Is it good that I don't know, or is that not good? Hour and a half? Longer than an hour and a half? I'm just asking because... when did I start? I started at 10:30. Oh, okay, so let's go for a little bit longer. Let's not bother to upload those. I just need to make sure I put these somewhere I won't forget them. I'm going to forget them. Auto harp, that's a good one. Duma Drones. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not really sure what these are. I know what death metal vocal mangling is. I have a friend who's a death metal vocalist, so that's good. So what did I actually do? Those are quite fun. I don't know what you'd use them for though. Mangling September 2016. Let's have a look. This could be good. It could be really bad. Who knows? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's a lot of guitar stuff. Okay, interesting. What's this? Good. I'm really confused by this set of things. Less confused by that. That makes sense. Okay. Where was I recording this? Nah, I'm as confused as you guys are. I mean, some things are like maybe too confusing to properly examine. That's my attitude towards life. Let's save. It's all good. Doom tests. That one sounds familiar. For a Doomy web series, which I clearly didn't get picked up for. Blues, grunge, mangled metal vocals. I might send that to the vocalist. Where is he? Oh, Facebook chat's weird. Why does Facebook chat never work? No. There it is. Facebook's gone really weird. The chat never seems to work for some reason. Just want to send a message, yo. Going through some old project files and found this. There you go, enjoy. Okay, so Uilleann Pipes is clearly not me. Cassette noise? I mean, those don't make any sound. Okay, so popping candy. Oh yeah, I tried to put popping candy in my mouth and see if it would make any funny noises. It didn't. So what I'm going to do is see if there's any other sound design project. I imagine there's not. I mean, I've definitely made stuff. Samples, show reels. This is sort of before I really knew what I was doing. Oh, apparently I uploaded some of these to SoundCloud. Oh, that's good. Can I see where it was supposed to go? Okay, so... nope, that folder doesn't exist anymore. That's good. Audio production, samples... Let's have another look. Audio production, samples? No, that's not a thing. Yeah, not sure, I'm afraid. Okay, so let's instead... Glitchy drums, ambient cymbals. Okay, well, let's give this a go. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I don't know if those are any help by themselves, though. Samples 1. Oh, what did I think I could do here? Those are okay. Pretty crazy, alright. Interesting. Glitched rock kit. Oh, can it do it? See, these are cool, but the problem is I don't know how I rendered them. Can I find out... bitrate? Can I find out the sample rate? No, that's helpful. Okay, ambient destruction. Gimme. Those are cool, but I'm not 100% sure that I actually made the original things. Oh, all bounced. I found a description thing. All bounced at 44.1. Some samples were captured from broken instruments, poorly tuned drums, some missing tuners, cracked cymbals, and various hardware issues. Some samples and loops were aged using vintage tape decks and cassette players. Did I? I don't remember any of that. That'd be genius if I did. I wouldn't want to upload that because that's not a tabla loop that I made. Is this the same one? Probably. Folder is empty. That's really good. Yeah, I'm not convinced that because I didn't make the circuit bent instruments. Dubstep. Oh god. See, the sound effects are fun, but like there's not much presence to the drums. Okay, so that's the old drive. Let's look at the newer drive. See if there's anything else in there. Probably not. Music projects. Found sound music. Sonification. Spoopy mix. Oh, okay, so that stupid noise is like a skull or something, and that's why it's called spoopy. Except it wasn't very spoopy. Is there really nothing in here? Okay, that's good, isn't it? MISC files. Nope. No. Why do I have a score for Sissy Strut? Okay, can't explain. Music videos. Oh, those video projects, that's why. Anything in Blue Alatar? No, those are all things, cassettes. Oh yeah, I made some drones. Don't know if the internet wants my drones. I don't think it's ready for that particular jelly. Yeah, I really thought I'd have more samples than that. Maybe projects with no discernible purpose. Textural templates. Oh, that was the thing that didn't work last time. That is sort of hard to discern if any of them have samples in or not. Right, well, you know what? I'm going to leave that there for tonight. Thanks for hanging out whilst I get my crap together. I'm going to plan on doing textural templates on Monday. Follow me on Twitter to work out when that is. And yes, that Twitter is at LTGuitarist. I will see you Monday. Wait, what day is today? Oh yeah, I have a video coming out on Friday on YouTube, like an actual video, which I haven't done for a while. So 4 PM YouTube. Watch it. Toodaloo!